Hi everybody, welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Whitney and I'm so excited to be showing you my everyday makeup tutorial when I am wearing makeup. This tutorial involves a lot of creams, not really any powders other than my eyes, and it's just a really glowy and youthful look. So if you do end up liking this video, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and let's get into it. Since I already did all my skin prep, we're going to go straight in with my base, which is foundation. So for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Becca Skin Love foundation. This is the Weightless Blur foundation. And I'm in the shade Noisette, I think. So first I'm going to pull my hair back because I just like to pull it back before I put anything on my face. Because with blonde hair, if you get foundation in it, it looks like you have orange hair. Okay, so I'm just going to apply this straight to my face. I don't like to get my hand dirty, so I just honestly squeeze it right onto my face. And I'm just going to do little dots. Also, I don't want too much since this is more of an everyday look. And now I'm just going to blend it in with my brush. So next, as always, I'm going to go in with concealer. This is my Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer in the shade Beige. This stuff is really nice. It's super light coverage, but it also has more luminous finish, so it's nice for those everyday looks. To blend out my concealer, I like to use a beauty blender. I like to use a brush for my foundation and a beauty blender for my concealer. Okay, so next is bronzer / contour, and I like to use my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. This stuff is great. I just apply it to the hollows of my cheeks. I like to do one at a time, just in case. And for this, I like to use my number 56 Sephora brush, just to blend it out. And as you can see, it literally blends out perfectly and seamlessly. It takes no effort to blend this stuff out, which is a struggle that a lot of people have with cream contours, especially when you're using a stick. It's really hard to blend it out, and then sometimes it takes off your base underneath. Okay, so next is cream blush, and for cream blush we're gonna go in with the Glossier Cloud Paint. So today I'm just gonna go in with Beam because it's the most natural color blush in the three I have. I love using them even when I'm doing a glam look, for anything. I think they're perfect. So I like to go in with a stippling brush. This is just an e.l.f. stippling brush, cheap, but does the job. So I like to just put a little dollop on the back of my hand, just like that. And honestly, like that also ends up being too much. Like these last so long, they go a long way. So I just go in with my stippling brush on my hand and blend it out because I don't want to get too much. So I just blend it out on my hand first and then apply it straight to the apples of the cheeks and blend backwards. So something else that I love to do when I'm doing a natural look, I love to take the blush I have and connect where I ended my blush across my nose to the other side of my blush. So that's it for blush. Next we're going to go in with highlight, and For highlight, when I'm doing a natural look, I go between powders and a cream. So this one is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Heat Wave Highlighter. Looks like this. So I'm just going to apply it to the normal places that you would put highlight. So I'm just going to dip my BH Cosmetics No. 4 brush. I think this is from like the Aurora Lights collection. I think that's what it's called. So I just dip it in. And then I'm going to go at the tops of my cheeks. Okay, so now for eyebrows, when I'm doing a natural look, I like to just use a brow gel. So this is the Gimme Brow by Benefit, and this is in the shade 2. It matches my brows perfectly, but this has fibers in it, so it thickens your brows, but you're not filling them in with a pencil. I like my brows to look nice and fluffy and big when I'm doing a natural look. Even when I'm doing a glam look, I don't ever make my brows super, super defined. So I'm just gonna go in with this. Okay, so those are the brows, and now I'm gonna go on to the eyes. So when you're doing your eyes for a natural look, there's a few options. I either like to just run some bronzer through my crease, or just completely bare in mascara, or I like to go in with bronze in my crease and then take a more cool toned brown eyeshadow and use it as liner. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to take my NARS Laguna bronzer. You can see it's very well loved by me, Hit Pan. So I'm just going to take my JH30 brush by Morphe, and I'm going to run this through my crease. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the shadow liner. So I'm going to go in with my JH43. This is a flat liner brush. And then I'm going to go in with my Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust palette by Tarte. And I'm going to use the shade Wonder right here. So I didn't like the way my wing just looked, and the really good thing about using powder is you can legitimately just wipe it away with your finger and redo the whole thing. So doing liner with a powder is also a good way to start out learning how to do wing liner, because if you mess up, you can just wipe it away really easily. So now I always like to go in with my inner corner highlight. No matter what look I'm doing, I'm always going to be using an inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to use the same highlight we used on the face, and I'm just going to use my ring finger, dip in, and just tap it in the center. Okay, so one of the last things I like to do with my eyes, I don't do this all the time, but for the sake of the video I will, I'm going to go in with a cream pencil. So this is one from NYX. It's just called the Wonder Pencil in the shade Light. So I like to put this on my waterline because it makes you look more awake and fresh. So I like to go on my hand first just to warm it up, and then I'm going to go in. Okay, so off camera, I just curled my lashes and then applied my mascara. This is the NARS Climax mascara. And the last thing we have is lips. So I'm gonna go in with my NYX Natural Lip Liner. And I like to overline my lips just a little bit. So the bottom, I follow the natural shape. Get a little closer. So then for my top lip, I like to just overline my Cupid's bow. I think that just overlining your Cupid's bow makes overlining look a lot more natural. So for lipstick, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Color Riche Shine in the shade Shining Peach. It's just a nice peachy pink color and it goes on a little bit more shiny so it looks more natural. And then just to give it even a little more shine, I'm going to go in with my Glossier lip gloss. Alright, so last step is setting the face. I don't know where it is. So the last thing, as always, is setting the face. So this is the Glamglow Glowsetter Makeup Setting Spray. So I like to use this spray when I'm doing a more natural dewy look because it adds more of that to it. So I'm just going to spray my face really quickly. And then what I like to do after is I like to use a beauty blender and just tap in the product just to make sure we don't have any little bubbles sitting on our face because that can ruin your makeup. Okay everybody, so this is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.